Your wealth?
Tolerably so.
You did not come to tea. They said you were indisposed. In vain have I struggled. It will not do. My feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you. In spite of all my endeavors, I found it impossible to conquer the strength of my feelings. The inferiority of your family, the miserable connection, the degradation, the lack of judgment I display, the harshness with which I shall rightly be judged by my own family and connections, all these count as nothing. Even the damage, for damage it must be, to my sister, the insult to Anne de Bourgh and her mother mean nothing to me in the face of my attachment to you, Miss Bennet. I have struggled greatly and endured great pain. I hope I will now be rewarded. Miss Bennet, will you accept my hand in marriage?
I believe it is the established custom for a lady to thank a gentleman for the sentiments he avows at such a moment, however little she returns them. If I could feel gratitude, I would thank you, but I cannot. I've never desired your good opinion. You've certainly bestowed it most unwillingly. I'm sorry I have occasioned pain in anyone. It has been unconsciously done, however, and I hope will be of short duration. I am sure that the feelings which have prevented the acknowledgement of your regard for me will very soon triumph altogether.
And this is the reply which I am to the honor of expecting. I might perhaps wish to be informed why, with so little endeavour at civility, I am thus rejected, but it is of small importance.
I might as well inquire why, with so evident a design of offending and insulting me, you chose to tell me that you liked me against your will, against your reason, and even against your character. Was this not some excuse for incivility if I was uncivil?
Could you expect me to rejoice in the inferiority of relations whose condition in life is so decidedly beneath my own?
But I have other provocations. You know I have. Had not my own feelings decided against you, had they been indifferent, or had they even been favourable, do you think that any consideration would tempt me to accept the man who has been the means of ruining, perhaps forever, the happiness of my most beloved sister? I have every reason in the world to think ill of you. Can you deny the ungenerous part you acted there? That you divided them from each other, exposing one to the censure of the world for caprice and instability, and the other to its derision for disappointed hopes, involving them both in misery of the acutest kind? Can you deny you have done it?
I have no wish of denying that I did everything in my power to separate my friend from your sister, or that I rejoice in my success. Towards him I have been kinder than towards myself.
It is not merely on this affair that my dislike is founded. Your character was unfolded months before by Mr. Wickham.
You take an eager interest in that gentleman's concerns.
Who could not, knowing what his misfortunes have been? You have reduced him to his present state of poverty. You have withheld his advantages. You have deprived him of the best years of his life. You have done all this.
And this is your opinion of me. This is the estimation in which you hold me. My faults, according to these calculations, are heavy indeed. But perhaps these offences might have been overlooked had not your pride been hurt by my honest confession of my scruples. These bitter accusations might have been suppressed had I with greater policy concealed my struggles. But disguise of every sort is my abhorrence, nor am I ashamed of the feelings I related. They were natural and just.
You are mistaken, Mr. Darcy. If you suppose the mode of your declaration affected me in any other way than that it has spared me the concern I might have felt in refusing you, had you behaved in a more gentlemanlike manner. From the very beginning of my acquaintance with you, I was impressed by your arrogance, your conceit, and your selfish disdain of the feelings of others. In fact, I had not known you a month before I felt you were the very last man in the world who I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
You have said quite enough, madam. I perfectly comprehend your feelings, and have now only to be ashamed of what my own have been. Forgive me for having taken up so much of your time, and accept my best wishes for your health and happiness.